Well, we knew IUPUI is a very good team. I thought we played very hard, like we do, and I really appreciate that. There's certain things that we're going to have to continue to work on in order to be able to beat these kind of teams that are the quality teams, that are playoff teams, that are NCAA teams, that are WNIT teams. But we have time, and we're going to continue to learn that. So we have another game coming up, so there's no rest for the weary. We're now, going to move on and get ready for them. But I think one of the big key factors is in the first and the fourth quarter, we scored 11 and 10 points. And that makes it tough. And only 14 in the third quarter when we had Macy and Hoopinger, Williams and Hoopinger on the bench. And I think that made it very difficult for us in the fourth.
We get questions for our student athletes first, please.
Ashley, when the offensive execution was going well for you guys, what did you like from your team at that end of the floor tonight?
Well, we've been working on executing, being able to reverse the court and, run our plays. So, that makes me excited that we're actually listening and following directions.
Reagan, you waited so long to play a home game a month into the season. You didn't have the start, though, that you wanted tonight. Was it being comfortable at home? Was it IUPUI? What happened with the start there with you guys?
I think a lot of it was, obviously we knew that they were going to, jump in the passing lanes, but I think even though we knew it, I think it almost caught us off guard once they actually started doing it. So I think after we got comfortable with that, we made adjustments and got our run.
Late in the first quarter, you were able to kind of get some momentum. I think you two kind of led that spurt. And then just talk about the second quarter, though, Ashley. What did you guys have going there? Some energy? Were you feeding off the press as well? Or?
The second quarter?
Yes.
I don't really remember the second quarter. I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay. Reagan, your thoughts? It just seemed like that was your best quarter of the night, maybe, the second quarter.
Yeah, looking at the scoring, we obviously outscored them 24-11 in the second. But I think our biggest thing in the second was executing plays, but I think we were also finding, our teammates who were hot. We were finding the open player, we were making the open passes, and we got everyone involved. So I think that was, kind of a big key of the second, for sure.
Any other questions for our student athletes? Ladies, you may go. We'll have questions once they leave for Coach Hall. Thank you, ladies. Questions for Coach, please.
Coach, how much do you chalk tonight up? I know down the stretch, plays need to be made to win this game, and you just weren't able to do that, and they were to a learning experience tonight for your ball club.
Yeah, we have in these other games, we've made plays down the stretch, and today we weren't really able to do it. So you got to give credit to IUPUI. They defended us well. And their mainstay players got their points. We try to make sure defensively that we hold people to limits, and we weren't able to do that with Williams or Hoopinger. And I think that really hurt us. They shot 52% from the floor. We shot 44, which is good for us, but when you're giving somebody 52, it's tough.
Coach, it seemed like the press in the second quarter, as you made you run, really caused them fits. What did you change to kind of spark that, and how is that not able to quite finish it off in the fourth?
Well, I think it didn't surprise them because I know they watch film, but I think they weren't. I think they were a little caught off guard with our aggression. We're aggressive, and I love it. And they play hard, and you know what? That's going to take us places, and so we're just going to have to get better offensively. I think they kind of got used to it. Obviously, they had halftime to talk about it, that and our buzz. And I think that they were able to make some adjustments that kind of hurt us. And they hit those shots down the stretch, like we said earlier, and we weren't quite able to put them down.
Coach Ashley had another nice game for you tonight. She continues, every game to be solid, someone you can count on. How big is that you have a player, every game you can count on someone that's always going to be able to produce for you?
Well, that's great. It's phenomenal. Ashley's done a tremendous job. I think all of our kids are trying to figure out their roles still, and they understand it, but I think they're just trying to find, a rhythm. And I think Ashley's done a great job of finding her rhythm. My job is to continue to put them in positions so they can score and that, so they can be great at what they do. And so we keep trying to do that. And, you know, today, IUPUI started off the game and kind of sagging on us. I kind of figured they would, because if you look at our stats, we don't really shoot it real well. But as time goes on, we're starting to shoot the ball better. We just have to be able to execute. And that's, I keep saying it, and y'all are tired of hearing it, but you know what? It's the truth. So.
Coach Ashley drew one charge, probably should have had a second
Yeah.
one. She's had about 6 or 7 so far this year. Now you want to be aggressive. How well has she embraced that, and how do you get some of the rest of the team to invoke that?
Ashley's done a phenomenal job at drawing charges. She almost gets one every game. And I tell our team that is the ultimate sacrifice, that and an assist. The ultimate sacrifice is to be able to slide over, stand there, and take it for the team, and have your sister's back. We haven't gotten everybody else to really get into that yet, but that's a process. You know, it's tough. Taking a charge hurts. You know, you stand there, someone runs you over, and you hit the ground pretty hard. But that's the ultimate sacrifice. When we start having that as a team, where we're rotating and people are having to deal with our charge taking, I think that'll take us to another level. But we're not there yet.
Busy week this week with Illinois, and and this weekend the game as well. Just, you know, what are you looking forward to seeing the rest of the week?
Well, you know, Illinois, they're big. It's a Big Ten team, so they're physical. You know, so and we got to go there and play. So it's going to be tough. But you know what? No one's thought, this is the one thing that is interesting to me, is that, you know, if you look at the RPI ratings and you look at what everybody thought that we would do and who we would be at this point in time, there are rankings and people that didn't think that we'd win a game until UIC on Saturday. And USC is pretty good, mind you. So, you know what? I'm really proud of these kids. They're working hard. They're doing what I'm asking. We've just got to get better at certain things, because now we're playing some tough teams. You know, I said to my staff, if we come out of this week winning 2 and 1, I'll be really happy. You know, if it's 1 and 2, okay, you know, but nobody thought, and nobody in here say that you did, because no one thought we'd be able to do anything. And that's okay. And still, we haven't come over the hump yet. We still have a lot of work to do, and we still have a lot of good teams to play. But you know what? The one thing that we are doing is we're playing hard, and we're playing together.
I know you got a quick turnaround for Illinois, but it's also the same timing as a Valley weekend play would be. How good is that for you to kind of give your girls a glimpse of that turnaround early on the season?
That's why we did it. There are a lot of things that happen that I've tried to do to try to prepare our teams for different things. And these are 2 really tough teams, kind of like you and I and Drake, right? It's not a coincidence.